Oh my goodness, we got a homie popping in. Chris, glad to see you in here. Thanks for jumping in. Hey, what's going on, Chris?
Hey, brother.
Man, so happy to talk to you, man. How you doing? How's your life?
I'm listening to you, dude. You're on fire, man. I love it, brother.
I'm just going through my notes, and you know what? I'm speaking on this purely from the mindset of a student. Like, I'm talking to myself and getting those little things that I think about food out there, and then I'm yelling at it. But this is really me talking to myself, and it's resonating so tough with people.
Yeah.
You know, because if you guys don't know who Christo is, Chris is somebody who's actually practicing what I'm teaching about. So you're looking at somebody who is actually has the ability to go for long periods of time without food and water. Chris, can you please talk about how you got to that state?
Oof. Okay. I was pissed off. I was sad and angry. I have 4 kids. They're all adults now. But I watched what was happening in the world, and it really pissed me off. And I was scared. I was scared, too. You know, when you learn about all this shit, man, it's so overwhelming because you think all these agencies are so powerful and, you know, they just got you on lockdown. They don't have shit, man. These guys are fucking scared, dude.
Yes.
They know what we are. We don't know what we are. That's the problem. We don't know what we are. And we are powerful. And you were talking about food going into the body. I heard you, so I wanted to jump in just in case. I don't know what you said. Oh, sorry. Did you lose me just then?
Yeah,
okay.
But you're back.
Okay, brother. So I heard you talking about food and how it dehydrates, and I came up with something. I think, you know, I haven't read this anywhere, so I know you haven't talked about it unless somebody else said it to you, but here goes. So your body is negatively charged. I know you've probably talked about this. All of the
You
cells.
told me about that.
Okay. All of the cells in your body, including your teeth, are all negatively charged. Everything living is negatively charged. Everything dead is positively charged, electronically or electrically, I should say. So when you eat food, cooked food, it is electrically attracted to your living tissue inside your body. And it sticks to it. And it sticks to it until something breaks that electrical bond. And the only thing that's going to do that is the heavier weight of a distilled water molecule that bonds to that positively charged shit, sediment, cooked food, whatever the fuck you have. It's not just your colon, it's your whole temple that's littered with this stuff. This is why people get arthritis and hardened arteries, and they have problems, and their muscles rip easier and their bones break easier because everything just gets fucked up and hard and brittle. It's not pliable and flexible and fresh and new anymore. So once you start fasting, your body starts your body starts. I'm trying to tell you a million things all at once. Your body really clears out. I don't want to. You were going to say something?
Maybe. No. I'm saying go ahead. Take your time. I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Well, I just want to let you know, dude, this is like a big deal for me being on camera.
Okay.
I've just always been kind of afraid of it. So, yeah.
Well, cool. Keep talking about like what I'm interested from you is how you got yourself from average person eating, like most of the people watching, like on my audience are just average Joes, and they would like to tap in. So what are the kind of steps you did to kind of get going on that path?
Stop eating. First step.
So simple.
It's easy, dude. It's like simple, but that part will allow you to empty your colon, but to clean your temple out and to reverse the aging and it's over time. It takes persistence, but to really reverse some of the big damage and the aging and the sediment and get it out of there, you've got to go on 3-week to a month-long distilled liquids fasts. And that is how I cleaned myself out. I was crazy enough. I didn't count how many days I was going to do on my first one. I used Orin therapy for whoever's familiar with it. I try not to call it urine therapy because the word is not urine. That's the dumb word they gave us. It's orina. Orina terapia is what they call it in the Latin world.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it has a better
by the way,
sacred name, orina.
I don't know if anybody might be interested, but I've had Man's Higher Consciousness translated into Spanish, like by a
Oh
really
yeah,
good translator. Um,
yes,
I spent some dough on that, and I'm not charging. I just want that out there
would
to the
love that.
Latin America, whoever's. I mean, dude, it's time to wake the fuck up.
It is.
Because as soon as we are not afraid of missing a fucking meal anymore, or even 3 meals, or
It's
even three
power.
days, it's fucking power, dude. You immediately you have a freedom in your heart that you've never felt. You realize you're not going to die. You realize
Mm,
how food is not important, but you
mm-hmm.
have to fucking do it. Stop watching other people. Start saying, "Hey, when's the last time you ate?" Well, when's the fucking last time you ate? It's none of your fucking business. The last time I ate, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm sick of that. Work on yourself, dude. Put that energy on you, man. You know.
That's it. It's you. It's only you. We
Mm-hmm.
can't change anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
inspiration. You can get inspiration, and it gives you some comfort when you know, oh, this guy does this, so fuck, I'm not gonna die. At least, you know.
Yeah. The other thing is groups. Get together. I know you have a fasting group. I have a hidden health fast. I have a hidden health group where we do certain things. So
Awesome.
find people, do it together. This
Yeah,
also
man.
makes it easier.
You should let me know what that group is because I'll recommend that to people too. Because I do consult, with people, and depending on what level they're on, I don't know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, when people come to me, they're pretty much fucking done. Like they're ready to change, and it's serious shit, which
Right.
is
Right.
great.
Yeah. Serious conditions, right? That are needing to get turned around. And
Yeah.
this stuff that we're talking about has the power to actually do that, right? The fasting,
Yes.
the holistic practices, we can actually reverse conditions, unlike all those other treatments out there.
Yeah. Most treatments are not meant to really heal you. It's just sad. People just they want that return customer. They need that monthly payment. But
Mm-hmm.
we're not. I know you, dude. I know you because I watch you. I listen to you, and it's the only reason I'm even jumping in on this video because I have mucho respect, brother.
We've
I
been
know.
connected for years on Facebook.
Yeah, we have.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
know what you're all about, and I love it. So I'm happy to sit here and talk. I wanted to say the feeling of freedom when you're not addicted anymore is indescribable. You are not a food eater. You you are a breatharian.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that I'm talking to is a fucking breatharian. It's not like I
Woo!
changed my diet and I'm like, oh, I'm a breatharian now. Yeah, I changed my body's whole function. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? No. My
Get
body's
back
been
down to
working.
earth. We all are.
Yes, we are all the same, man. We're just addicted. We're
Yes.
fucking addicted. And when we
Yes.
fight this kind of knowledge, it's because we want to continue in our drug. That's why.
Yes. And I don't want to continue. I'm at that point where I'm hyper aware of all my addictions and I'm calling them out to myself. I'm just like, once you get comfortable with the idea that it is an addiction, it becomes easier to do the fasting.
Yeah.
Because when you think of it as a need, like, oh, if I don't eat it, I'm not going to get big pecs and strong muscles. Like, when you have that in your mind, it's hard to fast. But the more I realize that, no, this is like some morphine addiction shit right here.
Yep.
We need to get off of it because you're strung out on food.
We
You
are
know, so
strung out. We are strung out, dude. I want to tell. So I'll answer your question real quick. So I kind of did partly, but the way I gained my freedom and rid myself of addictions, i.e., cleaned out my temple and have basically an empty colon most of the time. There's nothing in it. I don't poop or pee most of the time, ever. Feels pretty fucking awesome. And your body doesn't stink anymore. You don't have to
wow,
use fragrances. You don't have to use any kind of smells on your body because you fucking smell good when you're cleaned up.
from
That's
the inside.
Yes, it's a fact. We're usually housing a bunch of rotting hamburgers and fucking burritos because I did it too, and
Yeah,
macaroni and cheese and all
yeah.
that shit, dude. I had all that in my colon, and it took a little time to get it out, but your body will remove it, and you'll stop smelling like shit to where you have to spray Axe all over your body or whatever fucking poison fragrance crap you're putting on that's messing with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Two, Clean up the body.
Mm-hmm.
Do the real thing. Don't just paint your house. Fucking remove the fucked up
Oh,
two
you
by
guys,
fours.
for those that are wondering, Chris does high intensity workouts on no. Talk about some of the fasting and workouts.
Oh,
I saw one
sure.
post you were fasting for like 5 days and you were hitting it every day, working out every day.
No, I
Right?
do up to 9 days like that.
And working out.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, and actually the last part of it, I always feel the best. And you know what I do? Because I'm still a crack addict, I say, I want to drink that orange juice. It looks so good.
You got a different addiction. It's just understanding.
Yes.
Like, I'm addicted to the orange juice, I will admit.
Yes, it's my taste buds, man. They're the final frontier, dude. But as far as being thirsty or hungry, see, if there's some shit hit the fan thing and they throw me in a fucking cell somewhere, I'll go way longer than 9 fucking days, dude. Because I don't get hungry or thirsty. It's just that I wanted to taste. The thirst is gone. If I was thirsty, if I was somebody who got thirsty, I would drink water. I never drink water. Water is boring. Why am I going to take up that space with water when I could fill it with some delicious fucking orange juice that tastes like the sun, man?
Tastes like the
All
sun,
bottled
looks
up.
like the sun. Yeah.
But fresh squeezed, fresh squeezed. I don't mess with the pasteurized crap. The
Bliss
pasteurized,
is asking, at what point did you transcend hunger pains?
Okay, 6 weeks into I did a 40-day fast in 2008. I was disgusted with myself. And then I kind of fucked up like 8 years, doing one fast a year kind of a thing. And then I got serious in 2016. And March, early, I think it was the 11th or 13th, something like that, I started. It was after my daughter's wedding. And I started fasting on just pea with a little bit of distilled water added to it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do 2 weeks because I had already done 12 days like that the year before on just pea.
Right.
Orina.
Orira, the sacred holy water, you guys. We're talking about holy water. It's not what you've been brainwashed to think it is.
Plasma ultrafiltrate is what it's called by science. It is your blood mixed with water. It is the most highly filtered and clean fluid in your body, which you've probably told people before because I think I've heard it. Yep, there you go, brother. Hey, and get this, man. It is the strongest cleanser of your body, and I'll tell you how I know. It's distilled, which means it's going to pull electrically the bad shit out of your body and de-age you as you drink it. So the more volume, the more you loop and keep going, the quicker this process happened. It took me 6 weeks. 6 weeks, I didn't give a shit about food anymore.
Woo!
And yeah. And then after the 6 weeks, well, I didn't know about breatharianism. I didn't know you could go without water. But I started realizing it while I was doing that Orin fast because you may have mentioned, but I went 7 months like that.
Wow, you went 7 months on just your water.
On just my water, but every couple weeks or few weeks for sanity, I would walk into the supermarket and steal a couple grapes, pretend like I was sampling them. And that
level right there, yes.
Dude, that was my dinner. They didn't even know. Like every 2 or 3 weeks, I'd walk in and grab some grapes.
It's called bucking the system right there.
Bucking the system, exactly. So I did it like 7 months like that, and I'll tell you, I was better. I grew up boxing, wrestling, surfing, and I was in better shape. I am in better shape now than even then. Like I feel more capable right now, and I'm 52. Like I could do anything, dude.
And for those that are watching right now, Chris has a meme on his page where he shows pictures from 30 to 40 to 50, and you can see him aging backwards. Like when he was 30, he looks older than what you see now. So that's why I mention that. Actively aging backwards.
Kind of a chubby baby face in there. I have more of a, like, I've seen the world and fuck the world, kind of like fuck the system. I've got this face where people, like police want to search my van, that kind of thing. I have that look. Search this guy, man. He's got guns or something.
Yeah.
Viva la revolución.
Yeah, no, it is a revolution, and it is the health revolution. So you guys, any other questions for Chris? Let us know. He's actually practicing what I've been lecturing about for like a month now, and it's like amazing to see the spectrum of people. Yeah.
I wanted to say this before I jump out or whatever. I had to clean up the temple and get the sediment out of it before I could go without water. I had
Mm-hmm.
to. And even
Mm-hmm.
after I cleaned it up, the transition was 2 days of what I would describe as a head to toe high fever and a super
Wow.
fast heart rate where I really kind of had to hold on to stuff while I was awake to stand up.
You're
I
talking
was,
about making it through the transition to where you don't need liquids. Was that
yes,
felt like that? Wow.
I
Okay.
did. After when I decided I was going to try to push that envelope, I drove out to the
Mm-hmm.
forest. I had done a couple of dry fasts already, 44 and 48 hours, I think it was. And then I did like a 72-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just said, okay, I'm just going to go past it. I'm going to show that 3 days is bullshit. You know, that whole you die after 3 days thing. I wanted to
Prove it.
walk into the gym and say, look, guys, dead man walking. I had that line
Mm-hmm.
in my head the day before because I knew the transition was going to come. And so the 5th day I woke up, and after being just parched and dry, I lost 13 pounds of water weight. And I was shredded, dude. I was ripped, and I still lost 13 pounds of water.
Wow.
So that shows me, like, you could even be like an MMA fighter and have this ability and
Mm-hmm.
fucking be like 10 pounds lower in your weight class and kind of be pretty good with guys that are 10 pounds. I get my ass kicked, okay? I can fight, but those dudes can kick my ass, most of them. Anyways, so the point is, I had to clean out the temple first. And then once I
Mm-hmm.
did, that 5th day, I woke up and I got mad at myself because I felt like, did you fucking eat the night before? Did you drink something? Because I felt fully energetic, man. I didn't feel thirsty anymore. My
Wow.
tongue was sticking to the roof of my mouth. I couldn't even talk the day before because I couldn't move my tongue. That's how
Mm-hmm.
dry my mouth was. That morning, I felt like I had drank and ate. I jumped out of the van. I ran a mile, came
Wow.
back. I'm like, fuck, I could do that all day. And then I went to
So
the gym and, sorry,
that was basically you made it through a transition. Your
big
body
time,
kind of
yes.
through like a transition where you made it through the need without serving the need. Like people think that to get through, I just need a little water and I won't be
Yep.
thirsty anymore. But you said I just need to stop, no water, and then you actually got to not thirsty anymore. That's
Yep.
such a mind flip.
I was just determined that I knew it resonated with me. I knew that these people were telling the truth. These people that say they don't drink water, I knew it was real because they've lied to us about so much. Why not lie about food? That's what they use to scare you and control you. These fucking guys here, there's an Anarchapulco thing going on. They would trade their last gold bar for my donuts if they were starving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I
Right.
know what the value of scaring people with food is for governments.
Right.
And one,
Somebody's asking, Angel's asking, can you build muscle while water fasting? You want to talk about like how the body retains its natural size or whatever?
you
Like,
can, you
mm-hmm.
can, but all I can speak to is what happened to me. And I really didn't notice muscle change until after I went fully dry. You can build muscle once you clean up your body, even if you're still drinking water. What you just did is you brought your body back to baby state, like pure inside. And now
Mm-hmm.
everything happens fast. And I'll give you an example. So in August, I started working out heavy again. I was just doing body weight kind of stuff. And then I started using heavy dumbbells and doing some heavier barbell workouts like Olympic lifts and stuff. And I was looking and I just thought, your muscle looks bigger, it kind of looked bigger, like my biceps and my tris and stuff. And I thought, no, not that quick. 3 days, dude, no ingestion. Didn't even, the only water contact I had was washing my hands. I was doing this on purpose to see the gain. I was going to see if I was
Mm-hmm.
going to get any muscle gain from changing my routine. And I was just doing heavy stuff those 3 days. And no ingestion, no water contact except for my hands washing. 1.8 pounds I gained
Wow.
during that period. Yeah.
Wow.
And I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, oh my God. I was just like, fuck yeah, exactly.
I
Like,
mean, this is what
exactly.
Hilton Hotema was talking about, how like
Yep.
we're taking the cosmic energy and in the same way that water vapor turns into an ice cube, cosmic energy turns into the solid matter, which is our blood and our body. We
That's
just
right.
don't see that. We don't see the mechanics of that. That doesn't
Exactly.
mean it's not happening.
Exactly. It's happening, man. We just have to trust our bodies. And you know what? When you walk around, I'm just going to describe how I feel. When that happened, that 5th day, I cried and laughed almost at the same time. I really cried. Like, I can't believe this. And then the whole "ye are gods" thing, just boom. I'm like, fuck, I know it. We're gods, man. And gods don't mean you rule over people. This is a religious thought. Get it out of your head. That's not what God is. God is love. We are love. If we're anything but love, we are not God. We are not acting like gods. You have to love your hater. You have to love your enemy. And I haven't reached that state yet, man. But I'm getting closer.
Tell me about it.
So, oh, dude, and there's some amazing things you can accomplish when you can actually love the guy that's running at you with a hammer or something, wanting to hit you in the head.
Yeah.
When that's happening, if you can look at that guy and feel compassion for him, you can harness chi energy where his hammer isn't going to be shit. You'll slap it away like he's a fucking baby. That's Wing Chun.
Damn.
That's Wing Chun. If anybody
That's
wants
the power
to
of love.
Yes.
Wow.
And once you don't love your opponent, you will lose that energy and you're back to mortal status. But when you love that person, you will have that energy. And I'm telling you, it sounds like I read it somewhere. I did this. I was taught this. Yes. And as soon as I started getting pride welling up in me, I lost the chi. I lost that energy. It was gone instantly.
Wow.
And the dude had me behind the neck, like right away.
Mm-hmm.
We were sparring.
Wow.
So yeah, man, we are capable of so much. We just have to get away from our conditioned state, our angry state, our fearful, hateful, body, ego connected shit that we've been, and a lot of this might sound like nothing to a lot of people, but all I'm saying is, to keep it simple, love is the strongest force in the universe. And love is not some weak dude that's going to take it up the ass. You know, that's not love. That's not self-love. Self-love is, I'm not going to let you hit me in the fucking head with a hammer. I'm not going to let you tell me to put a fucking mask on.
I love myself too much.
Yeah, that's right. You got to love yourself first. And when you do, you will start getting rid of that food addiction. And eventually, maybe the drink addiction. Maybe that's not everybody's thing. But you know what? If you just get rid of the food addiction, which I got rid of in 6 weeks, you're clear, dude. You're free, man. You are so fucking free.
Right. And you know what? More importantly than trying to get to a level that everyone else is at is understanding that there are levels. Like, because once you now know that there's levels, like, oh, there's a liquidarian level. Oh, there's a breatharian. There's where you're not on liquids. You can decide and prove to yourself what's possible. Like what you experienced when you proved it to yourself, you realize that we are gods. People have to get to that point on their own and prove it to yourself. Don't worry about convincing everyone else. I mean, what I'm doing here on my live is I'm proving something to myself.
Yeah.
And allowing people to witness that, you know? So.
Bro, let me throw 2 things at you real quick.
Yeah.
Number 1, we were in a womb for 9 months underwater. Our lungs, our mouth, our nose were all filled with water. How were we breathing as babies? And I hear people say, oh, it came through the umbilical cord. Really? And where did it go? Did it connect to the lungs somehow? Like, no, we had the ability to live underwater. Our body can actually get oxygen even when we're underwater. We just don't know how to do it anymore because we were babies. We were yanked out with fucking calipers, whatever they use. They smack your ass. You're crying. You're like, oh, fuck, what the fuck did I do? You're in this new world. You forget it. You forget all that stuff. You forget who you are. That's why they make it violent and traumatic and circumcise you even. To give you
we went deep into that. Yes.
Torture.
Very important. Right? It's very important that we're all walking around traumatized. We all need to have trauma so that we can never really let go and open up.
That's right. And dude, one more thing with the lungs. When you not collapse, but when you exhale and really push all the air out of your lungs, even if you're not breathing, there's a vacuum created in your lungs where air is going to naturally just come in without you even breathing. So we don't even really have to breathe at some point. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know. We're capable, guys. That's the message. You are powerful. The people trying to oppress you, they're weak. Don't be scared of them. Fuck them.
Thank you. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, brother. Didn't mean to dominate.
Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Woo. All right, man.
Talk soon.
All right, talk soon, man.
Peace, brother.
Woo. Oh, my goodness.